In a blink, another season of BSB and Beyond the Blade has come to an end. We had that triple header win at the opening round at Silverstone. Then there was that incredible TT fastest newcomer lap from Glenn. We also welcomed home an old friend for his 100th TT start. Our wider Honda family waved the Superstock flag high and proud, but the season was also peppered with the frustration of trips through the gravel and that snapped foot peg at Donington Park. 2022, like every other year, was Honda Racing UK giving it their all. Getting out there and doing it because, like everybody else, from the other teams to fans up and down the country, they all just love chasing the racing.
Stop that. Yeah, I hear him chat to the noise. Then stop at the talking. I hear him chat with the boys. Man's keep walking, yeah. Just too sharp with the prize. Let them tell me I'm awesome, yeah. Act like fire on the pine. If you wanna touch me, I'm please use caution. Act like fire on the pine. If you wanna touch me, I'm please use caution.
Was out in Spain with a Honda team. It was the first time I'd jumped on the Fireblade and had a spin round and got to test it out for the first time, and man, it's so good when you jump on it and get the feeling. Even for the standard bike, it was we knew it was going to be good, I think, from day one.
If you ever get the feeling, you're gonna fade away.
This season we've been there or thereabouts all season long.